Hello everybody and welcome to Duos for Fun. My name is Paige or Plummy, whichever you prefer to call me, and in this video I'm gonna be starting my series called Versus Edopro, in which I'm gonna be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And creating decks which I want to play and testing them against 3 random opponents online and seeing how the decks do, and maybe eventually I'm gonna pick out some of the decks and battle them together, but I still have not exactly figured out how exactly this is gonna go. But that's the gist of it essentially. First of all, I have about like 50 or so decks that I built for myself. Not exactly meta decks or anything, so don't expect anything like that. It's just decks that I find fun and I build them in a way that it's fun. Like, don't expect solemn negates or hand traps or anything like that. I've still made them as viable as possible and as good as possible, but without using those broken cards, because to me it's just not fun to use like mirror forces or negates or hand traps and block my opponent from doing anything. I think it's much more fun if I allow my opponent to do their thing and then me for me to beat over their monsters and defeat them. So that's kind of the way I'm gonna be going about this, and this is probably not gonna be as good as Hardlick Gaming's water deck or deck build challenge, because this is I am kind of, I guess you could say, copying his kind of thing, but my idea of how this series is gonna go is nowhere near as good as his. I'm not gonna be, I feel like, putting as much effort as him, because he really builds really cool decks and he takes the time to make them really work really well, and I'm just doing this for fun kind of, and just playing because I want to have a Yu-Gi-Oh! Content on my channel too. So yeah, the basic gist is that, yeah, I'm gonna be making the decks the way I want them to, without using mirror forces, solemn negates or hand traps or anything like that I find too powerful. Like, no black hole, no anything like that destroys really everything on the field without any setup. Like, I don't like cards like those. And also, as I said, I have like 50 decks for myself that I made. Like, for example, look at all of these. All these which have 0 in the beginning are decks for me. Like, I have anything from Adignisters to Abyss Actors, Emancipators, DDDs, Lunalight, yada yada yada. But once I'm done with all those decks, I'm actually gonna move on to character decks, which are gonna be decks based on characters from the anime. And essentially, I'm gonna be building decks with cards that the character used to use in the anime. For some characters, I'm gonna make more than one deck if I find that the cards that they used in the anime can't really be made into a cohesive enough deck that works actually. And there are some characters who don't have cards, their cards made into real life. Like, for example, Amelda, who is a character from the original anime. He dueled against Kaiba during the Waking the Dragons arc, and his cards were never printed. So instead, I'm gonna be using the best possible alternative, that being Machinist, because in the anime he kind of used like a military slash toy machine cards, and I feel like this is the best alternative because these do look like toys and they're kind of military, I guess. So I'm eventually gonna play with his deck. This is not the deck, by the way. This is not how the deck is gonna look. This is just how it is right now, how I've left it last time. But that's gonna be the gist of it essentially. Hopefully you got how the rules are gonna be. So, as you can see by the title of this video, in this one I'm gonna be playing with my Adignister deck, which again, it's not the best deck ever. I feel like this is probably one of the best versions of it that I've built. The main winning condition, I feel like it's going to be using the Fire Phoenix, I think it was. Give me a second to add one card from my thing, because I thought I added it, apparently I hadn't. My winning condition is usually to go for Fire Phoenix because it burns quite a lot of damage to my opponent, but it's essentially kind of a toolbox and whatever I can do, although I find it kind of hard to summon the Synchro and the Xyz, but there's also the possibility of me summoning the Arrival, so I've also added it, even though it's not a really good card. It's an Ignister, and also because I just remembered something which is kind of part of the rules, at least for my decks, not the character decks. When building the decks, my goal is also to make them as pure as possible, because it's just more fun to me to just play them like that, because I could splash them with the most meta cards imaginable and maybe even make the deck better for it, but it's not as fun. I prefer to play as the deck had been intended to play, with the cards it had been intended to play. So I have usually only a limited amount of outside cards. Like in this case, the only non-Ignister cards are Silent Optimization for the ability to normal summon Cyber's monsters in addition to my normal summon, Spoo Code to negate the attack and special summon 3 Spoo tokens, and Cyber's Gadget for a recursion, I think it's the word, for returning monsters from the graveyard to the field or to the hand if necessary. So yeah, I haven't really tested to see how good this deck is. I was able to beat the Blue Eyes AI deck, which the AI of this simulator used, so yeah. This is pretty much gonna be my first facing off, so I guess without further ado, let's just get into the duel right now. Okay, we finally got our first opponent, Cortex. It took a while, about like 5 minutes of waiting, but we did get our first opponent finally. I prefer playing second, usually, because my decks are not really meant to prepare like turn 1, they don't really have much to do. Any of my decks can do that. I'm usually the kind of person to go for beat down and just beat over my opponent and OTK them. I'm not really the kind of person to play the defensive, unless necessary, of course. I just want to mention that soon I'm gonna be doing a review, or just my thoughts on the first 5 episodes of the 7th anime, because it's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be, or as I thought it was during the first episode, because I ended up watching the Shadowverse anime, which honestly feels more like Yu-Gi-Oh! Than Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's. But honestly, I didn't end up watching it past the first episode, while I have watched more of 7's. So I'll probably check out the rest of the Shadowverse episode and kind of do a video on both of those. So if you're interested, subscribe, as you probably have heard every single of the YouTubers you follow tell you. Okay, I guess I'm fighting Cyber Dragons. That's not really that good. If he doesn't bring out the other Cyber Dragon, we're gonna be fine. But considering he has Cyber Dragon Nova, he's probably gonna bring him out. Yep. There we go. When a card or effect is activated. Okay, hopefully I can bait him out. Next turn. I have the ability, I feel like, to bait him out, but we'll see. I hate that I cannot look at my extra deck while he's doing shit. This ref has almost control up to the number of Ignisters. Okay. So yeah, hopefully I'm gonna be able to do some shit, because I hate Cyber Dragon Infinite. I hate cards that negate other cards. I hate that. I might be a bit hypocritical though, because I don't necessarily hate them when I can use them. Like, I'm not satisfied by negating, but I don't hate them as much if I use them. I just hate them when my opponent uses them. Especially when it's like 10 negates per turn. It's so annoying. Like, 1 negate, fine, I can somehow play around that, but like 2 or more, especially with hand traps on top of that, fuck that shit. What do? A link monster that uses this card as a material cannot be destroyed. Are you fucking kidding me? Seriously? Is everybody running this stupid card? Well, I'm fucked. I mean, are you fucking... Okay. 1 negate, this is what I'm saying. 1 negate, fine, I can somehow play around that. 2 negates, get out of here. I mean, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I can literally can't do shit. Are you gonna negate it? And you're gonna destroy it, right? Okay, what's... Are you fucking... Okay, go fuck yourself, honestly. I'm sorry, but go fuck yourself. This is like 3 negates, how am I supposed to do anything? I hate negates. Wait, I can fusion? Oh, if you use as a fusion... Oh, nice. Can I do this? If I can't do this, I don't know what I'm going to be able to do, honestly. You can destroy. Show this card with card effects. Target or destroy with card effects. Can I destroy him by battle? Because this gains 1000 attack. Will I actually be able to beat that stupid monster? Target with card effects. Okay. Let's go, I guess. Are you joking? Seriously? At this point I might as well give up. Like, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Nowadays. You can't play shit. And even if you play shit, fuck your shit. It's annoying, it's just annoying. I was, I guess, somewhat able to play through his shit, but even that wasn't enough. He still had another card. It's so annoying. Like, how am I supposed to have fun playing this? I feel like Konami should make a rule, you can only have one monster that negates effects in your deck. Or extra deck. Because it's so fucking annoying. That's the worst part. At this point, I'm even fine with cards that do multiple destruction. But I fucking hate negates. Because it would be literally impossible for me to now be able to go to two negates, because now I'm gonna summon this, he's gonna negate it. Yep, told you. And he hasn't even used hand traps. Imagine if he did. I mean, at least I did one thing. I'm satisfied. At least I brought a fusion monster on the field and removed the opponent's monster from the field. I'm satisfied with that. If I hadn't done that, I would probably be pissed and probably wouldn't count this as part of the 3 duos to test this deck. But I did something. I didn't do much, but I did something. Okay, so this was the first duo. See you for the second duo. Okay, and we have our second opponent, Mork. Hopefully I can do more this time, because it's gonna be really boring if the only thing I can do ends up being special summoning a fusion monster. I mean, I know Adignisters are not the most viable deck or anything, but they're fine. Like, it really saddens me when decks that I kind of considered good are apparently not good. Okay, I'm gonna activate this. Let's get this. Let's summon this. Actually, I mean, I can summon Cyber's Gadget. Okay, I can do that. So I'm gonna summon Cyber's Gadget. Then I'm gonna negate its effect and summon Gachiri. Then when I have an Adignister, I mean, I guess I'll be able to do that. I'm gonna special summon Doshin Adignister. Then I'm gonna use these 3 monsters as materials to summon Dark Templar Adignister. Now, no, I'm not gonna activate the effect. I'm gonna activate Ignister Island, then because I don't have a monster in my main monster zone, I can special summon from my hand Doshin, which then is gonna activate Dark Templar's effect, which would allow me to special summon another Doshin from the graveyard, and I thought I would be able to special summon more, but apparently I can't. Shit. Well, not too bad, I guess. Let's go for Dark Templar and direct attack. My opponent maybe has bricked, I have no idea. For now, I'm gonna leave it at this. I don't think he's gonna be able to defeat me. No, I like Adignisters, at least the extra deck monsters, but one thing I really don't like is how most of the Ignisters just look like stupid blobs. Like, it's so annoying, like they couldn't even put the effort into making really cool artworks for them, they just make them blobs. Like, at least make them look like Ignises from the Vrains anime. Your opponent you can special summon, you can tribute to a Dino Restra, then target one card your opponent controls, destroy it. Curious, what am I playing against? Xenobirds. Spirits? I'm playing against spirits? Well, that explains not summoning anything first turn. Okay, that's a deck that actually is not gonna beat me turn 2. I mean turn 3. Not that it can, but still. Damn, this is a Winged Beast Ritual Spirit effect, like... Imagine if it was also a pendulum, you would literally be unable to fit all the different subtypes that this monster is. But I gotta say, a lot of... This is crazy for somebody who doesn't know Yu-Gi-Oh! To look at, but it's really cool that Yu-Gi-Oh! Has such a variety in card types and everything. Like now you have normal monsters, effect monsters, spirits, tombs, unions, tuners, Gemini, Union, I think I mentioned them. Then we have extra deck monsters, Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, Pendulum, Link. I wonder what's the next summoning mechanic gonna be, if there is gonna be one, because at this point, I don't know. Oh, I can't activate it from the hand, but it was going to be destroyed if I had it on the field, so... After 3 spell cards, you're going to try into the deck. Okay, it's my turn. I'll set and pass. Am I gonna lose to spirits? Are you kidding me? I really hope he doesn't use Pancatrops. No! Seriously? Are you that scared of my face down? I'm so woefully unprepared for Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm trying to do my own way, find my own road. But the game doesn't allow me, apparently. Apparently I have to... Am I a shitty duelist? At this point I feel like that might be the problem, that I am not a good duelist. But also I'm not aiming for meta decks. Like, to me it's stupid to add like completely different cards from completely different decks into one deck, like using Pancatrops into whatever this shitty deck is. I prefer playing pure decks, and I feel like that's kind of my downfall. I'm good enough against the AI, which is already pretty oppressive. Like, if you try playing against the Blue Eyes AI deck, it is pretty hard. He ends up like drawing like each turn at least 6 cards, and always has a negate on the field because of number 38, so it's already pretty hard to defeat, and somehow I managed to defeat him most of the time. So why was I not able to win right now? Against a worse deck, I feel like? I don't know. I guess let's go into the third duel, and depending on how it goes, I might go for 1 or 2 more duels until I actually win or do enough damage. So yeah, let's get into the third duel. Okay, we finally got our third duelist, Ricola. I wonder what deck are they gonna run. Okay, this is not a bad hand. Could be better, but not that bad. Ooh, charging Gaia deck, interesting. I've been meaning to make a deck with them, but the last few days I've been just making and fixing all my decks that I already have, so haven't had the time, haven't gotten up to Gaia, but I've really been interested into doing that. It's really funny to me how almost every single boss monster that Yugi used to have in the original anime has at this point gotten its own archetype. Like Buster Blader has an archetype that definitely needs some additional support, because right now it's not that good. It's breaking very frequently. I've tried building a deck. Out of all the 50 decks that I have, that's the only deck that I cannot make work consistently. But we have Buster Blader, we have whatchamacallit, the Blackluster Soldier deck, we now have Gaia deck, we have Magnet Warrior deck. I wonder how long until we get a Chimera deck. Okay, let's see. You can target one during the main phase. Oh, he can destroy my card. You can have this card gain to any 600. Okay, not anything I have to worry about right now. Can't use that. Can't use that. Okay, field spell, Ignister Island. Are you gonna destroy it? Because I still have this. I'm gonna summon Doyon. Then I'm gonna use it as material to summon Linguribo. Then, because I don't have a monster on the field, I can use... Are you gonna destroy it? I mean, I don't really see exactly what's the point of this. Oh, I see. I wasn't sure exactly what my plays were going to be. I'm gonna activate Doyon's effect. I'm gonna add the Doyon from the graveyard to my hand. I guess I can go for that now. Okay, let's go. Isle of Fusion. It's not gonna be enough though. I'm gonna combine Linguribo and Doyon to fusion summon Earth Golem Arignister. Okay, discard it to do its original attack. Okay, that's fine. Can I activate? Okay, no, I'm not gonna. Are you gonna activate? Are you joking? During damage or destroyed by battle, you can banish this card. Okay, I'm gonna tribute my Arignister to special summon Linguribo. I'm gonna set a face down. Hopefully he's not gonna destroy it. And I'm gonna end my turn. He's probably going to. Yeah, he's most likely going to destroy my face down. That's my only defense against Gaia the Magico Dragon Champion. I mean, I guess if he lowers it, he won't be able to attack, so there's that. Sky Galloping Gaia. And what is your effect? Piercing battle damage. Okay. What? Why was I not able to activate it? I should have been able to. What? That's some bullshit, if you ask me. What do I do? Okay, I feel like I can do this. Let's try. I don't know how well I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna try my best. Come on. I'm gonna go for a Linguribo. Do I want to? No. I mean, actually... no, I'm not gonna activate. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna activate Ignister Island. Are you gonna activate something? Okay, no, then I'm summoning Doyon. Then, because of its effect, I'm gonna add the Doyon from the graveyard. Then I'm gonna special summon Doshin. Then I'm gonna use these 3 monsters, come on. Please don't destroy any of them. Now, if he does something right now, I'm fucked. Yeah, if he destroys this, which he probably will, I'm screwed. What is Doyon's effect? Oh. Are you joking? Oh no, you don't. Fuck you, try it again. Let's see what you're gonna do now. Wait, your opponent can activate during the battle phase. Gaia the Dragon Champ. Are you joking? That's not fair. Fuck that field spell. Well, that means I pretty much lost. Fuck. Wait, what? Well, shit. Well, I guess I was really unprepared for this one. This is definitely making me reconsider how my deck building is gonna go, because I didn't have any spell trap removal. I thought I would be able to do more than I actually was able to. So yeah, I don't know. At some point I'm probably gonna redo all these duos again, but for now this is it. I didn't end up doing much, sadly. But yeah, I'd say mostly enjoy this. But yeah, I probably could have done better. Probably should have had some spell trap removal, but I feel like I just had bad matchups. Like the Gaia one, literally the only card that is helping me out with defeating stronger monsters is TI Strike, and that is a battle spell, so I couldn't activate it, and I couldn't really get out any of my monsters. I mean, Adignisters are not the best deck after all, so yeah, they don't really, they're kind of weak. They have decent effects, but they're kind of weak. Like these special summons from the graveyard, these burns, these can destroy, and this destroys spell and trap. This can destroy, this destroy monsters, this destroys traps, and this boosts its own attack. It's not really that good cards, but still, I enjoyed it. For the next video, which I don't know where it's going to be, I'm gonna be using my Abyss Actors, which I feel like are a more competent deck and are a bit stronger, but yeah, I don't know, we'll see I guess. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Also check out the links in the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me there, to my other channels in which I post completely different content, like my K-pop channel, gaming channel, or TV show, movie, cartoon reaction channel, in which I also sometimes review things. Or you can also check out my Wattpad, where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you end up enjoying my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to Patreon or Subscribestar, where you can pledge support and help keep all the channels going and help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. And additionally, I just want to mention that all the money you decide to support me with over on Patreon and Subscribestar are gonna go towards my transition fund, because if you're new to the channel or just don't know me, haven't seen my videos in which you can see my face and everything, I'm actually transgender, but haven't been able to transition because I live in a very shitty country in regards to those things and can't afford it anyways. So if you could help me out with that, that would be greatly appreciated. I would never be able to repay you for doing that, but there are some rewards over on Patreon and Subscribestar, so do consider it. But I don't want to guilt trip you into helping me out, so if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out by liking this video, subscribing, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think that's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!